Hey Libra, welcome to your weekly Zodiac Tarot reading. This reading is for the 1st to the 7th of January. It is the first week of the new calendar year. Happy 2024, guys. I'm going to just tell you what I'm initially getting for you before I get into your cards. I have pre-shuffled the deck, so we'll be quite quick shuffling. But what I am immediately getting for you guys is that this year you're going to have a real turn of events, a real sudden surprise. You're not expecting this, and it's going to be quite shocking or surprising for you because it's not necessarily what you have planned for yourself. So you have got this plan for yourself, and I feel like you have been kind of playing it small, or you've been trying to create some sort of stability for yourself. So you've been kind of doing, I guess, more kind of like you've been focusing on your everyday, creating. It's weird, even if you're not in a small town, it reminds me of like small town life. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're in a city, it's like you're just trying to create something for yourself. But the universe has got something bigger and better in store for you. That could actually take you in a whole different direction. Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of real dramatic changes, like changes to where you're living. Some of you, changes to what country you're living in. For some of you, it's going to be changes in regards to your work. There's going to be a lot of dramatic changes, and they're not anything that you have planned, but they're much better changes for you. And I feel like this year it's more about you learning to, and also applying, serving yourself more. But you're going to do that with a partner. You're going to have a beautiful love affair or relationship or something. Like, there's this wonderful person, and this person, so I'm getting two things for you. Some of you, there's this sense of familiarity, and somebody that really knows you. Either you have known each other in, you've known each other from when you were younger, or there's this maybe a sense of knowing each other before, or there's this big soul connection and this familiarity, and it's like it brings you both into your inner children, and there's this comforting kind of sense here. For others of you, this is somebody that you've never met before, but again, I feel like there is this sense of, it's like the universe orchestrating. It's like kindred spirits or something, like you know this person, they know you, and it's like this force, but they are from like a different culture, and there's going to be a lot of expansion and learning with that. But like, predominantly what you're going to be learning to do, even though there is this kind of like inner child connection, you're going to be learning how to, you're going to be stepping into your adult. And when I mean that, I don't mean like you're going to be looking after others. You're going to be looking after yourself, doing your own independent things that you want to do, focusing on adulting, but not in that boring, responsible, accountable sort of way. More of a way of adulting and having fun and going out and being liberated and exploring and doing what you want to do, and like not having certain limitations of whether it's from authority or whether it's from like responsibility. That's kind of easing up. Authority and responsibility is being removed a little bit here, and it's like bringing the fun back in for you. It's kind of like really getting you to enjoy life, and you're going to be doing that with a partner. You're not going to be doing it on your own and being like, bored and lonely. You're doing it with a partner, and it's going to really elevate a lot of emotional abundance, emotional energy, emotional prosperity for you. It's going to get you in touch with yourself emotionally in a very dramatically positive way, and to be more like carefree. It's really interesting. It's kind of like integrating this inner child, and it's like a secure inner child, because your inner child recognizes their inner child recognizes your inner child, and you're there like supporting each other, but you're then integrating that with your adults as well, and creating this wholeness with that. But the inner children are teaching the adults how to play, and the adults, because you've been through all that, being responsible and stuff, the inner child is secure. Also, the inner child is secure with the partner, because it's like your child meets their child, and there's this love and care and like connection there. That's what I've got for you guys. But anyway, let's get into your cards and see what is coming up for you for the week ahead. So Libra, you also are going to be coming into a lot of money this year. It could be some sort of win, it could be something from a bank, it could be some sort of like claim or something you've invested in that pays out. There's something that is going to be paying out for you. Maybe you've forgotten about it, or maybe you weren't expecting much from it, but you're going to get something that you've contributed to, you've contributed money towards, or you've invested in, or, you know, things like premium bonds, or I don't know, like a pension or something. There's something that's going to get paid out to you this year, like a large sum of money. You feel very supported this week. There is something though that is emotionally kind of like lacking a little bit, or some sort of, there is something emotionally that you need to work on your emotions. There is, bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords, there is some sort of heartbreak you've endured, or there is some sort of part of your emotions that's broken. There's some, even if it's not necessarily at the forefront, it could be something like a little hole there that needs filling, or needs healing or something. But we've got here the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and this was in reverse, but I felt to turn it upwards, but I do kind of feel like it should be both. It should be like upside down, then turned upwards. The 6 of Cups, the Star, the Magician, the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles. So, working with people, you're united with people here at the beginning of the week, and there is appreciation and a lot of support for you. And it could be to do with your family, your home life, a relationship. You're going to be receiving a lot of appreciation and support. You are going to kind of, I feel like you may misinterpret somebody, or you may have certain ideas about somebody, or let me just look here. Yeah, you may have the wrong sort of idea of somebody's intentions here. You may see somebody as not being so genuine, but they are genuine. They're being genuine, and they're solid. They're being 100% genuine. But you may feel cautious towards them, or resistant towards them, or you lack trust in them or confidence in them. Maybe it's due to certain past experiences, maybe with them or with others, or there's this lack of self-confidence or self-worth in you as well, that you think somebody can't necessarily see you or appreciate you in a certain way because you've not got that appreciation for yourself a little bit here. yeah, there is something to do with your mindset, the way that you think about yourself, which influences the way you think about others. That is going to be healed for you. There is some sort of toxic, unhealthy bond here to something, or a habit of some sort, or there's something, a repetitive cycle or something that's programmed you to think in a certain way due to an experience, or maybe many experiences you've had, and it's influenced by the way that you, and you might not be consciously aware of it, but it's there subconsciously. It's a way that you think about yourself or your worth. There is a lack of self-worth. There's some feminine energy that's coming in to emotionally nurture you. And to try and break you free from this thinking with some sort of new way of being. But there is this resistance, there is this unhealing, and this kind of misalignment here. I think you're not necessarily, this feminine energy is not the one to kind of help you. I feel like it could be a masculine energy that needs to help you, not a feminine, because you're lacking trust in a feminine energy here. You've got wounded feminine energy. You lack trust or faith or dependency, or security from a feminine energy. Or not even that they haven't been there for you, but maybe as an example, got the Hierophant coming in, so there is going to be some lessons for you here, and some wisdom gained, some learning here. We've got the Empress coming in. There is something that is coming in. You are going to become more aware, or learn things about feminine energy. Could be mother issues that you have, or issues in regards to love, abundance, feeling attractive, self-worth. It's like self-worth issues here, but I feel like they could be stemmed from either directly from a feminine energy, a female in your life, or maybe through observation, certain learnings that you've had. But that's kind of going to change. You've adopted a certain way of being due to this, and it's not serving you anymore. You're not, I feel like there's going to be more kind of like self-worth and less self-doubt, or less defensiveness, or feeling on guard, feeling that you need to be on guard to protect yourself, and questioning others. There's emotional wounding here, but you are going to learn things about that. You're going to recognize that. You're going to learn things about that. And you are going to shift away from that. And actually, to be honest, I feel like you've kind of distracted yourself from these feelings by focusing on working on something, or focusing your attention on something else, so as not to face these feelings and this thought process and this way of being. It's like maybe there's been a lack of understanding towards it, but it is hindering for you. It is kind of like hindering here. But I feel like you are going to have a decision. You are going to make a decision here whether to go within and whether to really recognize these certain things, or whether to kind of not. And if you do recognize it, you will be putting an end to it, or whether to just kind of like stay as you are, distract yourself, ignore this sort of situation, and continue with these sort of relationships that you have at the level that you're at right now. But it's like you lack certain self-worth, so you feel like relationships are harder, you feel like you have to give more or do more, or you know, be of some sort of value, offer something that, you know, could be seen as being valuable, because there's this kind of thing here where you don't see yourself as being valuable enough just as you are, just for you. But that's going to change for you. That's going to change for you this year. There's going to be somebody that comes in that really helps you to feel so valuable by just being you. I'm going to leave it there. That's kind of what I've got for you here. Bottom of the deck's King of Cups. I hope that is helpful. It's a challenging thing, you know, when you have to kind of face certain things, especially if you don't know how to deal with them, and especially if it's certain things that you're not necessarily aware of, or you have really gave much thought to, you know, like it can be hard to navigate. But it will work itself out. All I would say is just be open. If you want to stop feeling like this, but you don't know how, maybe pray, or just say to the universe, or just, you know, say to yourself, give yourself instructions. Be like, I want more self-worth. I want to overcome the emotional hindrances or self-sabotage that I apply to myself. I want to overcome it. I don't know how, but please work through me to overcome it. Do you know what I mean? To conquer this, to remove this habit or programming from me. That's what I would do. I'd just give myself the instructions to do what I need to do, even though I don't know how to do it. And just kick back and just observe yourself doing it. You'll just do it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that was helpful. Happy 2024, guys. I have got a sale on my personal readings, and also I'm uploading the January sale on crystals. So the information is in the description box. Check that out if that's something that interests you. And wishing you a beautiful 2024. Take care. Thanks, guys.